Item Number SCP-173. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Item SCP-173 is to be kept in a locked container at all times. When personnel must enter SCP-173's container, no fewer than 3 may enter at any time, and the door is to be relocked behind them. At all times, 2 persons must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 until all personnel have vacated and relocked the container. Description: Moved to Site-19, 1993. Origin is as of yet unknown. It is constructed from concrete and rebar with traces of Krylon brand spray paint. SCP-173 is animate and extremely hostile. The object cannot move while within a direct line of sight. Line of sight must not be broken at any time with SCP-173. Personnel assigned to enter container are instructed to alert one another before blinking. Object is reported to attack by snapping the neck at the base of the skull, or by strangulation. In the event of an attack, personnel are to observe Class 4 hazardous object containment procedures. Personnel report sounds of scraping stone originating from within the container when no one is present inside. This is considered normal, and any change in this behavior should be reported to the acting HMCL supervisor on duty. The reddish-brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces and blood. Origin of these materials is unknown. The enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis. Incident Log 17th of May, 1995. Researcher Jameson. I was assigned to supervise the bi-weekly cleaning of SCP-173's enclosure, as performed by 4 D-Class personnel. Despite clear instructions given to notify one another before blinking, one of the inmates failed to do so while operating the pressure washer required to clean the enclosure. The statue, sitting in the corner of the room, was unresponsive while the other 3 members of the team remained looking at it. I can only assume that this bolstered inmate 7753's confidence, as he continued to not notify the rest of his team while blinking. The procedure ran smoothly, up until it came time for the inmates to bleach the floor and walls in order to remove traces of bacteria. While switching out the nozzle of the pressure washer to a tank containing the bleach solution, Inmate 7753 must have made a mistake. I heard muttered curses over the microphone in the room, before a loud spraying sound and the shouts of the other inmates. Those shouts quickly turned into screams. I can only assume that inmate 7753 accidentally sprayed the other inmates with the bleach solution, causing one or all of them to close their eyes. Subject 173 wasted no time in disposing of the inmates. After the screaming stopped, I assumed that all of the inmates were dead, until the voice of inmate 2834 came over the microphone. Recorded here is the last conversation I had with inmate 2834 before his termination.
Doc? Hey, Doc! Send somebody in here for Christ's sake!
Inmate, you are alive. This is unexpected. What is the status of the rest of the cleanup detail?
They're fucking dead, man. Fucking dead! Now get me the hell out of here! Get me away from this fucking thing!
Inmate, have you re-established eye contact with the subject?
Do I sound dead to you, asshole? Send in security! Get me out!
I'm afraid we can't do that. Unsealing the enclosure without the proper number of personnel inside to subdue SCP-173 could potentially lead to a containment breach. Your life is forfeit, inmate.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? 3 men are dead. Their necks broke like sticks. And you're just gonna leave me in here to die with them?
Need I remind you, inmate, that you were brought to this facility from death row? Your tenure as a member of our staff has been a prolonging of the inevitable. However, we can still make the most of your life before you perish. I am curious to know how you have managed to keep your eyes open this long without blinking.
Man, fuck you!
Not a very prudent use of your last moments alive, inmate. But if you insist on being difficult, I will be certain to relay these last words to your next of kin. I'm certain your children will be thrilled to know that their criminal father passed up the chance to advance the cause of science by several years just to jab at his handler.
Well, then you choir boys must not be as smart as you think if you haven't figured out how to stay alive with this thing by yourself. Only took me a few seconds.
Please, enlighten us.
You close one eye, dipshit. You keep one eye shut when you need to blink, and keep the other one open. Then you switch when that one gets tired.
Hardly a permanent solution, but noted nonetheless. We thank you for your cooperation, inmate.
I'll see you in hell then, you cold fuck.
Goodbye.